Okay. So here is the continuation, the last portion of the health institution. Last time we talked about the definition of health, that health actually has five domains according to WHO. That health could actually be in terms of physical health. We also have emotional, social, spiritual, and psychological. Am I ano? Basta it's five domain. So also after that we discuss about the folk illnesses, that in every culture, in every parts of the world, there's this certain folk illness that they truly believe that affecting their society. That's why, since it varies very in every culture, even the curing of that also varies per region, per country. And for a sickness to be cured, there's actually variety of ways. It could be the traditional medicine that composed of this, I have this clip art shown to you. Very traditional, very organic, very natural ways of curing one's health. And of course, the modern advancement in medicine, wherein it requires science and medical approaches. So actually, at this point in time, now that we're living in a modern era, we immediately really go to hospitals whenever we feel somehow bad physically, and things in our body. However, in some areas of the Philippines, especially in some rural areas, medical team in hospitals are actually not that very available. So they rely on traditional medicine and curing. So, yan. And one advancement in health now is the idea of the psychological and mental health. That before, a person suffering from, let's say, behavioral and somehow psychological problems are immediately categorized as, that person is like this. So there's just one name, out of his mind, out of her mind, kind of definition. But now that we're living in a generation that understands such situation, we actually have names for every occurrences in your psychology, occurrences in your behavior. There's a name to that. And the thing that there's a name already and a study behind it makes it easier to diagnose and of course cure. So that's the beauty of modern medicine. Okay, so that's just somehow a short recap. Now, the idea of the health institution is also to talk about that everyone deserves an opportunity to improve their health. Okay, so that's why health is categorized as a human right. Okay, so UN is working hand in hand. United Nations is working hand in hand with World Health Organization, because they want to emphasize to the entire world, whether you're a first world country, third world country, that health should actually be accessible to everyone, whether what's your gender, whatever is your ethnicity, whatever is your somehow class or status in life. Good health should be applicable to all. So the World Health Organization Constitution enshrines the highest attainable standard of health as a fundamental right of every human being. If you could actually recall the list of human rights that we talked about before, diba, there are like right to leisure, right to proper clothing, right to, different things that actually improve a person. So that's their
Sure.
guideline. Yes, yes, yes. Is
I
that
remember po there's this one topic that we discuss in health po. It's about the Millennium Development Goals, the MDG. And I believe it's like uh also talking about the rights, and then health is also part of that. And then we made a project a project with that. Like we're supposed to take this picture and then get the context of that um right. And
mm-mm.
then I just remember it po, and it
Ah,
was
nice. What's the term? Millennium Development
development goals.
Goals. Okay.
Yes po.
So yeah, yeah, that's good. Thank you for sharing that, because that statement that you said solidify the article that we're about to read later, because there's this director of WHO who wrote an article, and he actually emphasized that by the year 2030 they want to see improvement in the world's treatment with regards to human rights in all aspect, but he just highlights the idea of health in there. That's why if you actually try to notice the political somehow or social movements that are happening now, they always emphasize the idea of affordable healthcare things, whether be it in USA or even in the Philippines and other parts of the world. Health is now like a major battle cry aside from climate change. So, yan. So, the health of majority of the world's population is still an impending issue that needs to be solved. So, actually, us in here in the Philippines, we're like in average somehow situation. We're in when you get sick, you could really go to a hospital, whether be it far. At least there is an available option. But in other countries, especially in the African region, the things that we enjoy actually they lack that. So majority of the world still have that suffering. Okay. So here are like the four the right of health to health contains four elements. So the four elements of right to health. First, it should be available. So it's availability. That's why there's this law somehow presented here in the Philippines that in every barangay or as much as possible I mean in every city or as much as possible in every barangay, there would be like a health center or even just a mini somehow place wherein a doctor would be available or any health practitioner would be available to actually cater the needs of the people of that certain place. One thing I'm proud of Quezon City, every barangay talaga there's a health center in Quezon City. I cannot attest with other cities because I haven't tried to live in there, pero I was able to live in two places, in Quezon City and Marilao, Bulacan. And one thing I can compare, when we were in Marilao, Bulacan, there's only one health center in there, and it's in the what we call bayan. Parang it's like a big place, and then there's it's where the church is, the cemetery is, and then a big market, and then the health center is there, and then it's really small, and then it caters most of Marilao. And it's just really hard. I remember I had to have my tooth extracted. I have to walk pa really really far just to go in that health center. Tas the line is so long. Meanwhile, here in Quezon City, when we're able to transfer here, whenever I need that kind of treatment, either I go to the barangay, which is just like 5 houses from our house, really near, or there, which is just stone's throw away, the labor hospital to our home. So it's, in terms of health, I am located in a very accessible place wherein health is available, very available. Healthcare is very available, which is that's the goal. That's the goal. I hope in your places also, like the nearest place or like the availability of the healthcare surrounding you. Okay. The idea of availability also refers to the medical equipment or the medicine, like basic medicine such as for rabies or for anti-tetano or yung mga basic medicine like that. It's actually for free in mga small healthcare facility. Yun. So yun, availability of that versus to other country, they actually lack of such basic needs. 'Di ba? And then number two is accessibility. Yun nga, in accordance to the one I shared with regards to location. Okay? So every health services, then health equipment should be accessible to all people. Okay? That's our right. Okay? And we have to demand that. Okay? Next, the acceptability. So every health institution, whether be it big or small, it should be open to all, or somehow it welcomes everyone in whatever is your class, social class, whether you're rich or poor, male, female, from different ethnic group or whatsoever. It should cater acceptability to all. Okay. So, yan. And then actually I am excited for us to discuss the social stratification, because it also caters in there the inequality in terms of health. There's this mentioning in there. Since I finished kasi the PowerPoint na last night, I would just like to give you in advance parang that portion in the lecture. Parang the inequality in health is there's this BIP culture. In all over the world, parang there's this BIP culture that there are like hospitals catering only for the elite, and then the services in there are
Oh,
high,
yes.
'di ba, high and
That's
really
true,
good,
sir.
'di ba? Tapos meanwhile, and then of course they ask money, like really expensive money. Like there are hospitals like that na parang as if it's like more of a hotel than really like parang that's what makes it expensive, the way they treat their patient. Meanwhile, versus a regular hospital for public use, it's dilapidated, the services are really outdated. So yan, parang I was just able to remember na in our future lesson regarding social stratification, there's this inequality also in terms of getting help. Kaya
VIP system.
yes, the VIP system or the VIP culture of of
Sure.
of every healthcare institution. Yes, Stephen. And later we can cater Kisha.
Um, ano, Chair, I remember po, ano, 'di ba po, Trump had, ano po, had the coronavirus. And
Mm,
ano po,
grabe,
I'm
no?
just shocked because he recovered, ano, Chair, no, like fast,
Quickly.
like I think 4 weeks lang. Like,
Yes.
yes, Che. In a week at I don't know, Che, it's just quick po. But ano,
Mm-mm.
when we'll try to look at it po, the not the people who is ano po, not capable of ano of having enough money, Che, they are the ones like suffering talaga and is being ano always it's like ano they are the ones inside the facility for ano long
Period of
time.
time. Yes. Thank you for sharing that. Good observation, Stephen, in there. Because, 'di ba, remember how he downplayed the virus as like a flu. And then when he got it, he even downplay it more, that I'm already 70 years old and I was able to survive it. It's just really like a flu. All because he is in the top hospital in USA, and he was actually he received a high end, high quality medicine and treatment. Plus, he's the president of the United States. So he was really destined to really somehow receive all that thing. And don't you know, in the White House, they have the same day testing result. Like if he got swabbed, that day they will get the result. Unlike in the rest of the American people, if they got swabbed, 3 days is the fastest to get the result. And then the rest 7 weeks and like that. Pero he has that the White House has that technology and quality wherein to get the result in just a span of 1 day. So there you will see that there's this quality available. It's just that it's not accessible to all. Okay, so the quality is there, it's possible, but it's not
Inequality.
accessible. 'Di ba? Inequality. So, yun. By our next meeting, the social certification, I'm really excited to discuss that to you, because a lot of mind-blowing information in there. Kasi I was able to get a source. Actually, I feel like that lecture in the future is, compared to the last time I discussed it, it's a upgraded lesson, because I was able to get a resource that is able to give a very detailed lecture. So we'll discuss that somehow tomorrow. Pero yun, as I mentioned, there's inequality in even in getting health care. Let's have Kisha. Then after Kisha, Anika.
I'm actually about to tell it po about Trump, Chair. But I remembered something po here in the Philippines na there was mother po and with her child. And then sir, they went to like different hospitals po near them, but the hospital did not accept them because they need to have down payment pa daw po. And
Ah,
then ano sir, like parang they're telling din daw siya, reasoning siya, the hospital is reasoning na there is ano daw, it's already full, it's already like that because the family is poor nga po and they just want to ano like have ano like a treatment for her child. And then ano sir, so after that po there are 14 hospitals that ignored her. Parang she did not ano po let she did not ano po let in the hospital po. And then ano sir, and then after that po, weeks ano, I think 2 days after sir, the child died po.
mm,
And then the mother is grieving po and then she's really ano, parang
annoyed
saying
and
na ano, just
frustrated to the
because yes,
system.
just because we're poor, just because we don't have enough money, you won't give us the ano na sir, like ano,
The
like
quality of
you
ano,
will not accept us na like the
yes,
ano sir treatment po. It's really
yes,
sad po how the ano sir, how the health as well in the Philippines also has like ano po, like hierarchy chair as we called
yes.
it.
Yes. You see, that's why
Yes.
the acceptability really is a big issue and it's a frustrating issue now. If we only have politicians who really prioritize that, actually there are some. It's just that I do not understand why there are also other politicians who have a different perspective trying to stop such progress because there are politicians who want somehow free medical treatment to all and this and that. And then I will always be surprised of hearing another politician rebutting that. Now, why would you rebut health? Why it's something that's debatable? Di ba? It should not be debatable that everyone should get health care. And why it has to be something that you debate about, that why
Corruption.
what 'di ba, why there's should be side A and side B? Why isn't it just have to be health? As simple as that. Health for everyone. Good health for everyone. So Justin is correct when he said like politics, business, of course.
Corruption.
Yeah, and then the story sharing nga of Kisha, money first, 'di ba? Before the parang the proper administration of healthcare. Anika, would you like to share something from a while ago? Ay, is she still here? I think she got disconnected. Pero Anika a while ago was like trying to say something eh. Pero let's have Florabel.
So I remember po the one you told us po about those politicians who mass testing their ano po, they took a mass testing po together with their families. It's kind of unfair po.
Yes, 'di ba? They prioritize their own family than their constituents. Eh, it's the people who's paying for that, 'di ba? Tas them they enjoy that for free. Meanwhile, the people who pay for the taxes in that system wasn't able to benefit from that. You see, that's a topic from next time, the social inequality and all. Pero yan, we really cannot stop somehow thinking that even we just talk about health and its elements, there's still that portion of it of being unfair and improper allocation yan eh. Improper allocation of resources. Diba? So yan. So
Chair,
basically the four elements,
Sir, ay,
availability, accessibility, acceptability, and quality. Yes, Stephen?
Chair, I have a question, Chair. Chair, do you think, Chair, ano po, you need to be a doctor or somewhere, ano po, related to medical field for you to, ano, Chair, to own a hospital?
Oh,
Is it, are you, ano po, or is it fine if you're, for example, not related po, but,
in
just
medicine. I
like,
think
ano po, like,
it's Mm.
Yes, Chair.
Unless you inherit it, like for example your great grandparents already owned the hospital, and then you inherit it, and then you became the CEO or director even you're not a doctor. I think that's possible if it is like that. Pero you putting up it like a business, 'di ba, and then you're not even related to medical field, I think that's impossible. And most of the shows that I'm watching, especially Grey's Anatomy, 'di ba, it's a medical drama show. The owner of Grace Sloan Memorial are actually family of doctors, and then they even influence their children and grandchildren to actually be doctors as well. So it's I think it's a practice that a person that owns a hospital should also be related to medical field. So yun. And also notice
Chair,
that
because
people who are
I
like
ano po,
yes, yes, iho. Sige, it's okay.
I ano po kasi, Chair, I thought of this, Chair, like when I'm blessed po to have money someday, I want to have Chair, have to own, I want to own a hospital po
Hospital.
that 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 is exhibiting those for health, right to health. And
You
I just want it to be available and accessible and acceptable and easy as well for all
y-
the people.
you give me an
But
idea,
I don't know,
Stephen.
Che, kasi I don't
Oo.
have to
Kasi
take the course of medicine.
Oo. Kasi Stephen, there's this story in KMJS before, wherein he's actually a faith healer, which in our previous topic, remember the different forms of healing. Diba? There's this traditional and then like that. And he's a faith healer, and then he actually cure people for free. And then sometimes they will just give him food, and then it's enough for him. And then he was interviewed by the team of Jessica Soho. Lumipad ang kanyang team para interviewin. So they interview him, and then he was like saying na the reason why he do it for free, it's because health is not available for all, and he's just really wanting to give his expertise. However, in the other side, the team of Jessica, then again, lumipad na naman para to interview in a medical side wherein they denounce his practice of using his like his freestyle kind of curing people. So somehow with what Stephen said, I get your heart, and of course many people also share with your what you're feeling. It's frustrating, and then you just want to help, and then you have that resources to help them. So yun, usually that kind of people are like the ones being featured in na performing faith healing or things like that, kasi they do not have the medical degree to support that and financial resources to put up their own health clinic, mga ganon ganon. But yan, I was just able to to recall that story. Pero then again, you can you can, I believe, if you partnered with a doctor. Kasi try to notice like the small clinic are actually owned by let's say group of doctors, and then they have other member of that na parang investors nila, things like that. Then make it affordable no to all. So yan.
Maybe Ate next
Yeah,
year
I think
kasi she
she's
wants to be a
planning.
surgeon po.
Yes. I think she's planning to be a doctor. Nix ba? Ang dami naman gusto ni Nix, like politician.
Surgeon
Doctor.
daw po.
A surgeon. Ay, nako. I know why Nix wants that. Grey's
Grey's
Anatomy
Anatomy.
influence. Pero if she
Yes,
watch,
Grey's
I feel like
Anatomy.
if she watch other shows, she would want other job as well. Pero I watch Grey's Anatomy, but I never wanted to be a doctor. Like, I just love the story. Kaso it give me a false hope. That show, that's why I'm telling you, watch it kasi it's beautiful. Pero at the same time, watch yourself as how you respond to the show. Because I responded, Nix responded that she wants to be like them. But me, I responded the way na whenever I see doctors, I expect them to act the way those characters act. Because those characters are like the most compassionate, intelligent, loving, inclusive, acceptable, all this good quality of a doctor to them. That's why whenever I go to hospital and I experience somehow like sloppy work or disrespectful kind of doctors to me and to my mom back then when we're always in and out of the hospital due to my mom's situation, I'm really frustrated. That's why I'm having this reflection I should stop watching Grey's Anatomy kasi I'm having this false idea that doctors are like Meredith, all doctors are like Arizona and Cali, that very helpful and accommodating. Kasi they're not like in real life. Doctors are like the most doctors that I encounter. They're like really snob. Only few lang, the younger ones, they're the ones who are really compassionate pa. The doctor of my
Yes.
mom is very compassionate. He's really he's very, let's
True
say,
po.
emotional.
Expectation versus
'Di ba,
reality.
'di ba? The doctor of my mom, si Dr. Rocafort, he's so young, he's male, and then he's so young pa. I think it's just his first year of being a real doctor talaga. Pero he's been practicing for so long because of his of his college course and all and practices like that. Pero I believe that's the year wherein he's fully a doctor and he's practicing. And don't you know, he offered me and my mom kasi my mom during that time's already not able to talk na, and then she's in NGT na, and then he told us have my mother at home na lang, not in hospital, because the bill will really go up, and what we're really waiting is for my mom's final moment. So we just have her in at home, and then he just offered us, I will just visit her, I know, once a week. And then I told him, hala doc, I don't have that much of money to pay for you. And then he was like, no, just give me any amount of money, it doesn't really matter. There were times that I don't have money, I only give him 500 pesos, pero he's actually doing his very best. And what I'm really surprised with Dr. Rocafort, he's actually getting some medical equipment from the hospital that he's working in labor, and then he will go here in our house bringing
Well,
this basta mga expensive parang pack like that, and then some things that he's putting on my mother. And then I was like telling, sir, should I pay for that, doc? Should I pay for that? And then he was like, no, no, it's okay. It's on me. And then I'll just give him 500. I think the biggest I give to him is 1,000. And then actually, it's really very cheap, promise. If you ask other people na if they will have private doctors do not receive 1,000 or 500 at least. So I was
Mm.
actually very grateful of his service, and I'm just really happy that he's young and very optimistic pa and
he's so
idealistic.
kind po.
Is the beauty of having a young and idealistic professional rather. He still believed that he could change the world, and he is like that to me. He's helping my mother not because he's thinking my mother will live. He knows that the time of my mother is numbered. What he actually did is actually he assisted me greatly. He actually told me what will happen in the last hours of my mother. He prepared me. I look at him like a mentor. He prepared me. He told me what will happen. You will see this no his her feet will blacken and like that. She'll have difficulty in breathing. Don't put her in the hospital because the moment you put her in the emergency room, they will revive her and her rib cage will be broken, and then in the end she's still gonna die. So have her na lang, parang what he's telling me is compassionate death. Just surround her with love and like that. So I was surprised. I was really surprised that why a doctor is like that. Why he understand my feeling, why he understand what I'm going through rather than looking at it as money making. Diba? Kaya I was really blessed to have that moment na to actually know a doctor like him. But he's really rare. Only one I know that helped me like that. The rest are really cruel, really mean. They're shouting at me. Sometimes na, I need help po with changing of my mother's diaper, and then they will snub me. Even nurses,
Sure,
actually. Nurses usually are like that. Doctors are snub. Yes, Kisha.
sure. I have a story po. Because last year po, 'di ba? is it last year? October, chair. I was confined in the hospital.
Ah,
And
yes,
then it's
yes.
just public po. And then of course the ano chair, the gamot, 'di ba chair, they're putting gamot to us in here in the IV line chair.
Yes,
And then chair
yes.
kasi chair I'm really scared of injections po. That's why I'm asking them what parang
What?
why do they need to do that? What are the things that they will put to me like that? And then
Mm.
chair, there is one chair, chubby nurse po. She looks like Teacher Jenna po talaga, chair. And then
They all
chair,
look like.
and then chair, I saw Teacher Jenna in her po, but
Teacher
not the
Jenna.
face po. But her
Oh.
face po is kind of angelic po, and then the lang, no,
Si
chair, I mean,
Jenna's not
her,
Oh,
the,
angelic. Oh,
no,
this is recorded, Keisha.
So,
chair, the lang, chair, chair,
Mamsi.
the eyebrow chair of that girl is really chair, like pantay lang chair, like that. While Teacher Jenna po kasi is like that always. But
Eto,
chair,
wait a minute. We'll continue that kasi it's about to to end. Pero I want to hear your story, Iha. Let's resume ha. Kasi you
Me
will
as
be
well, sir.
with
I have kwento.
Yeah, sige, sige. Later, later. Let's have a new meeting for that.